So of course, when people think Shibuya, this is generally what comes to mind, and rightfully so. This area, known as Shibuya Crossing, happens to be one of the busiest crosswalks in all of Japan. Now, this is a Sunday evening, and that of course doesn't stop the pace from being what it is. This is Shibuya. Why would a guy like me, who ranks shopping as one of the least favorite things on his list, come to Shibuya? Why would I come here? What is it about Shibuya that would attract somebody like me, whose idea of shopping is just having a wonderful day at the camera store, choosing some new lenses? I'm here today not to show you what the regular Shibuya is all about, but to give you a more intimate perspective, give you a more one-on-one perspective. I want to share with you the people of Shibuya. Now, when I say the people of Shibuya, it means essentially those wonderful people visiting the area that make it so interesting, that make it so wonderful. Now, of course, Shibuya is a major tourist draw, but what's the story of Shibuya? We know that by and large, the area is a major shopping district. But is that all Shibuya is all about? So tonight, I'm going to give you a walking tour of Shibuya. I'm going to share with you a one-on-one perspective of Shibuya. This comprises the people that make up this very interesting city. Now, to be quite honest with you, there's something about the energy of this area that is quite unmistakable. I'm not a shopper. You probably won't be finding me in Forever 21, etc. But you can find me on a given evening just walking around and people watching. Yes, I people watch. And I would say if people watching is a fun activity for you, then I highly endorse an evening walk in Shibuya. Yeah, so anyway, wonderful guy there. So anyway, so if you know, you find interesting people anywhere, I don't know how long that guy was actually doing his thing behind me, and anyway, so as the conversation was saying, if you enjoy people watching, then I would probably endorse Shibuya as one of the primary areas to come and do that. I'm not a shopper. I'm the last person on planet Earth you can convince to go and enjoy an evening of shopping, unless of course, that shopping involves a new camera gear, new lens. Yes, that I could do probably the whole day. Beyond that, it's probably not going to be my vibe. So what is the pull factor for me in coming to Shibuya? Well, quite frankly, it's the energy of the area. I like the fact that everyone is going about their business in a fairly intense but extremely orderly way. I've never seen a fight or disagreement or anything like that, despite the fact that this intersection sees thousands of crossers per minute. So there's something about this part of Tokyo which is unmistakable. Now, of course, Tokyo is a big city, and Shibuya is just one of the areas that's extremely busy. But I think it's a little different than most areas in Tokyo in that the energy here tends to be a little more on the young side. And by that I mean Shibuya and youth culture go hand in hand. Most of the people here, by and large, tend to be a little on the young side depending on the time of day. And it's just one factor that contributes to the intensity of the energy here. There's never a low in Shibuya, there's always a high. If you're bored in Tokyo, if you're home one evening and you're bored, and you just want your energy to be renewed, I would suggest jump on the subway and come to Shibuya one evening. That will change fairly rapidly, I guarantee that. So for me, I come here mainly to get a vibe of that energy, to get a feel of that Shibuya flow. So my mission tonight if you choose to accept it, is to give you that Shibuya vibe, that Shibuya energy feel. And for that reason, I enjoy coming here. And for that reason, I want to share with you.